Hello, it's Scott Manley here, and today I'm looking at The Last Federation. Now, Last Federation I looked at earlier this year. It was released in April, and well, since then it's had a ton of iterations and improvements. So you just got to look at their patch notes. They've really just kept adding mechanics onto this game, a game which already had a lot of really interesting mechanics to start with. It's also interesting that they credit their community a great deal for coming up with ideas to improve the game. But yeah, they have recently released version 2, which well, is a free upgrade for everyone that already has it, but there's also paid DLC in the form of Betrayed Hope, which adds a lot of new spacecraft, a lot of new designs, and it adds some new game modes. So previously the goal was, of course, you were the single alien, the Hydral, and you had to bring all the other alien races together in a federation that would stand the test of time. Well, now you have the option of the Betrayal mode. So Betrayal mode is where you have to destroy the other races, right? So this is kind of flipping the game around a little. But also there's Invasion mode, right? Invasion mode, the Federation has already been formed, it survived. Now a new civilization comes along and, well, they basically wipe out they wipe out one of the civilizations. You can pick out which one gets wiped out. I'm going to do random just because it's not fair to pick one in particular. And then you have to try and unify all the aliens to fight off this aggressor using all the tricks you previously had. And this game had a lot of interesting tricks. 2 races now lie dead in our solar system. I'm the last of the murdered Hydrals. We took to the stars and prevented the other 8 sentient races from launching manned probes. They found a way to strike back regardless. Yes, that is me above, and you are me. This is our story. But new events incredibly threaten to overshadow even the obliteration of my entire species. A second race has been wiped out, and they with no survivors. A vicious particle-based life form called the Obscura has moved into the solar system from locations unknown. The Obscura are alien in every way. They do not use technology the way we do. They do not speak like we do. They do not fly fleets of ships like ours. We have no way of speaking to them, and their intent seems to be the erasure of all life in this system. Unfortunately, I appear to be the only one who recognizes the full gravity of this threat. In the explosion that killed my countrymen, I crash-landed onto the planet of the Skylaxians. No, the Skylaxians are one of my favourites because they're easy to recruit. Having never met a Hydral in person, they had no idea of my strength. I have stolen their prototype flagship and now roam the solar system freely. The Skylaxians now lie dead at the hands of the Obscura. What I see disturbs me. The Obscura are patient, gathering their forces before each attack. The other races take this patience for inaction and continue to fight amongst themselves. I wish that my task were as simple as stopping the Obscura, but it seems that I must stop the other 7 races from tearing each other apart too. Once they realize the true threat that faces them, it will be too late. I once dreamed of a unified federation, etc., etc. Okay, question is, will any of us still be standing when the day comes? So here we go, we start out in the galaxy, or in this system, and there's a handful of planets. So you get little notifications up at the side. So some of the things they've added are the Ark, which has been found by the Peltians, which makes them more awesome, which is good because the Peltians are pretty rubbish. The Mire is an affliction which is hitting the Acutians. I was under the impression the Mire wouldn't affect robotic races, but I guess they have a subtle variation of it. So I am over the planet of Tapio, and it is held by the Obscura. I can sow dissent. Not sure that's going to work. I can pollute their planet. Yes, I can eventually cause stress for them by polluting them, but since they're an expansionist race, they will probably just move on to greener pastures. I can try and smuggle in resistance fighters, which is really a bad idea, or I can attack the local armadas. Let's just do that. This is the super badass hostiles. because it will let us see how the game plays in combat mode. Combat mode is like unlike anything else. It is a turn-based bullet hell shooter. So let's just set this up. I can set what way I'm going to move, and since I'm not moving, that's where I'm going. This is a Obscura laser pod. Let's move. I don't know. I'm just going to move around this way and see what happens. So that's my weapons range. I'm going to pick up the minigun. I think minigun is the best option here. Energy blaster actually. Yeah, let's do that. Energy blaster, and we'll start by killing this thing just to be sure. Yes, there, we're causing minor damage to their things. What's this? This has energy. Oh, I should switch to the minigun, and I'm going to switch to just random fire for now. There's my minigun, and if you get in close against a target with its shields down, the gravity lance is the way to go. Now these are actually the things I want to kill. My mission here is to destroy 30 flagships, and if you think I'm putting out a lot of laser fire, that's nothing. These things are the super badass bad guys, so they are going to be throwing lasers all over the joint. Okay, here we go. This thing has... I can use my gravity lance, but I'm probably going to take a lot of damage if I do it, so let's do that. Gravity lance, and watch my shield go down. My shield is up here. Oh, actually didn't take too much damage there at all. Oh, but I just took a bunch of damage there. Yes, so I also have special abilities here. I have shortwave virus. It will take over all small and medium. Deploy a squadron of leech ships. I like leech ships. Let's try that. The nice thing about these powers is it will kill off any incoming fire in a radius about you. So it can be very useful for staying alive. What's this? Yeah, this one likes the minigun. Okay, we'll go in that way. You also have power power levels here. You can tweak if necessary. You can divert power to the shields and all that. Where are these leech ships going? Are they going after that? I hope not. Let's put some firepower on this. If I can take down one of them, then I can feel that I've done some... Whoa, what the heck are these things doing? Those are friendly, so I'm hoping they might actually do something useful. 16 turns. Now, while this is all going on, the political shenanigans in the greater universe are still happening, right? So, time in combat passes, it doesn't pass without consequence, let's say. Okay, now I'm almost out of my armor here. What other abilities do I have? Deploy orbital bomber, mercenary hotline. Okay, I'm going to bring in some mercenaries. I'm not sure if that's going to be helpful, but... And the other thing, do I have Operation Shield? Oh yeah, let's deploy a shield as well. Yes. Let's see if I can get in close enough to cause some damage here. Energy resistance gives you immunity to energy-based attacks. Oh, that might be nice. Actually, yeah. Ooh, yes. Now we get some firepower coming. And energy resistance. And... Man, this bad guy is moving away fast. If I can turn around the inside here, I can maybe gravity lance him to death. Come on! Come on! Uh-oh, my shields are down. How much damage? 112,000. Oh, dear. Deploy orbital bomber, deploy shortwave. I don't know, I'm going to do that. That's helpful because for the fraction of a second that it ran, I was protected from those weapons. Okay, I just want to take down one of these spaceships, which means I have to kind of stay within range of this one without dying. Oh no, there's another guy here. Time to use another thing. I don't know, I'm going to use that, whatever that is. It says energy resistance. No, 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 don't fly into the bullets, fly around the bullets. Thank you. Okay, how we... 89,000. Oh man. Okay, really starting to take some damage here. Deploy orbital bomber, mercenary hotline. No, let's do this again. Let's do that. Yes, if you can figure out the patterns, I'm sure you can. You know what? Look at my shields here. My hull is not there. I'm going to withdraw. I'm out of here. Oh. So now you get an idea of how the combat works. And going in solo against the Obscure will... Maybe you'll kill a couple of ships, and I'm sure it's possible for you to pick them off one at a time, but all the same, it's best to actually enlist the help of the locals. And to do that, you of course have to, you have to appeal to their helpful nature. So we have the Borine. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the different races. We have the Andor, right? The Andor have a parliament, right? They are, I believe they're like mechanical robots and everything. They have like a parliamentary system with different groups, and if you want, you can spend money to talk. Well, wait a second. If you like, you can make speeches. Yes, if you have enough influence, you can make speeches for and against certain parties. But since you don't have any influence, you're kind of stuck there. I could help destroy a pirate base, but that doesn't really help. I don't have any technology to gift them, so let's move on to the Acutians. The Acutians are a capitalistic robotic race. They are generally considered to be evil. They are all about the bottom line. And again, if you have influence and money, you can manipulate their leadership and hopefully get them to work on your side. Okay, next we have the Evox. Oh, let's just close this down. No, I keep clicking on the planet when I mean to click on the Evok Elders. This is an Elder Council. So these guys, I think you can bribe and try to influence, but they don't like it. The more you try to influence them, their opinion of them will go down, at least temporarily. The Borine are essentially, they're like cattle, but they're all like, I don't know, they're quadrupeds. They have a regent, and most of the people just want to do their own thing, except when I say people, I mean these things that look like, cows. So if one of the guys doesn't like you, it's possible that you can kill him off and get him replaced by somebody you do like. Moving on, we have the Thoraxians. The Thoraxians, they're insects, and they have a queen. The queen is laying all the eggs, and you pretty much have to get the queen on your side. The thing is, queens have different moods, and sometimes they'll be warlike, sometimes they'll be brooding. This will change what options are available to you once you have influence. So she can be all on your side at one point, and then she lays some eggs, gets pregnant or whatever, and then she changes her mind. Over here, the Burlust. Now the Burlust they are the most warlike race, right? These guys are, they have a bunch of different leaders, right? So you can try to make deals with the various leaders. They will not join your federation until you have beaten one of them in a personal combat, which is fun. Over here, finally, we have the Peltians. The Peltians they're kind of like space Ewoks. I think they're more like they look like barn owls. And they're a lot easier to influence, although, they're much easier to threaten, let's say, right? So I'm going to start out with a Peltian simply because... Actually, who's got the least... Can I give them any technology? So I'm going to get some influence with them. So I can gift them some technology, that'll help. That'll get me 6, and then I give them a planetary ion cannon, which is good because, hey, they're going to be dealing with a hostile. And now I've actually get positive influence with them. That means I could, in theory, go to the Peltian Collective. No, my influence is still -5. Did I actually perform that? Did I give them the technology? No, I didn't. Okay. Well, I can help them out by building a could help them out by killing a pirate base, but there's no pirates. I can help them with, assist them with armada construction. Oh look, there's an Arcutian pirate armada. Let's stop this. Yes. Okay. So the Arcutians are attacking the Thraxi. So I shall come up here with and say I can help defend them against invaders. Yes. So of course that means we go back to space combat. But since these are defenders, it's probably going to be a lot easier because there will be more. Ooh, there'll be more good guys. The Burlusts are super fast. I'm gonna go this way. Ah, wow, that was nice. They were all killed off in 4 turns. I didn't even have to use my special powers. And the Thraxians have they like me now. They've gone from -14 to 1. And the Arcutian pirates lost their power. Is there... I can help destroy a pirate base now. So let's do that. Okay, so these are the pirate bases, but you gotta kill off the targets first. Let's just make sure we knock out these defenses. Let's hit them from behind. And these are Burlusts again. Now the Burlusts, I should check out... Oh, the Energy Blaster is what I should be using. Energy Blaster. Yes, that's better. So you'll notice that I'm taking a lot more fire from these guys, and yet my shields aren't getting caved in the same way as they did when I was fighting against the Obscura. So yeah, the Obscura, quite capable technologically, and they are vastly more powerful than any of the other alien races. Hence the whole idea of the diplomacy, which you're going to have to perform to bring them together into a grand alliance. It's kind of like Babylon 5, right? Except that you don't have all of the interesting cameos by former Star Trek actors and things like that. No, Babylon 5 had so many good things going for it. One of my favourite TV series. Although Blake 7 might just have the edge over it. Okay, I'm taking this down. Let's bring out the mercenaries, see what happens. Oh, look, destroyed one of those. And come on, destroy this pirate base here. Yes, we destroyed another one of the Burlusts. Energy Blaster is the best way to attack this thing. Come on. One remaining. Okay, it's over here, so now we gotta get in and kill this off. Yeah, I'm not even having to worry about my shields here. I could almost direct more power to my weapons. Excellent. 26 turns, and I have gained some. I've gained some influence with the Thraxians. The Boarine pilots lost some power. The Thraxians lost some ships. I used the mercenary hotline. I have no idea really what that does, but and I get local Peltian voting proxies, which means I can start to influence the Peltian government. Although, to be honest, that isn't a whole lot. So where am I actually right now? Oh look, there's an invasion going on here. Let's go and help out here. Help invader armies with the attack. Yes, let's see if I can get some more kills. Like now that there's some locals, now that there's some aliens, some species that are actually caring about this. I'm gonna switch to this. It kind of feels like a bullet hell game where you are flying an oil tanker and trying to steer it between all the weapons. Okay, so we're going to try concentrating fire on this guy. And I'm already out of shields. Operation Shield. That Operation Shield should replenish. No, I thought it would replenish my shield, but apparently it does not. Since I'm super close to this one, I'm gonna go this way and use the gravity lance and say, target this specific ship. Oh, that did some damage, but it's still, it's 12,000, so we've almost killed one of these things, so maybe I can, yes, okay. So now it's a question of just seeing how long I can stay alive. Oh, I'm gonna deploy an orbital bomber because that will of course do some damage to the population on the surface, which are Obscura. I'm not sure how long that thing will last for. But yeah, actually that's a good idea. You know, I can kind of fly out here. The longer that thing stays alive, the more bombing it does, right? So I can head out over here where there's no bad guys, drop a bomber, and maybe that bomber will do some damage to the surface, no? 14 flagships remaining. I'm not hopeful that I will be able to do much about that. And this still has a bit of recharge time. So you'll get 2.5 second turns, right? So now I can drop another bomber here. There we go. So that will be attacking the local population. Now you see this guy, he's got a completely different attack pattern. Different Obscura ships have different attack patterns, and it certainly helps to learn how they all work. Okay, Mercenary Hotline, Energy Resistance, Shortwave, Operation Leech. Yes, let's do that. So I'm going to try flying down after this thing. Those Leech ships are going off in their own direction. Oh wait, here's this guy here. Gravity Lance and Minigun, that's what we want. And now I'm just gonna keep at range. You see he throws out these like spinning orbs of doom. Oh, Gravity Lance! Gravity Lance. The Gravity Lance will do supreme amounts of damage at close range. 146,000. Come on! Keep him in there! Keep him in there! 67,000. I've knocked almost half of those hit points off with the Gravity Lance, and now I need to use one of these options again to just like take the heat off me momentarily. Oh, looks like I may have actually killed it, and I didn't notice. That's good. It's always good to shut down one of these hostiles. Okay. And these guys are all together. Some powers will actually make friendly fire work, so that can be really useful against them. But I don't have anything like that. Is there any other targets in this direction? No, I'm hoping to find one of these guys out on its own. But unfortunately, these guys just want to hang out together in a giant, you know, kind of bullet circle of... This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. Maybe I can just keep on the periphery here. But you know what? They're changing places, so you end up like switching and being unable to maintain continuous fire against the specific target. Oh! No, that was a really bad plan. Let's do that. Yes! Okay, you know what? I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna withdraw. Yes! Time to leave. We've done some kills, and we have perhaps gained some friends. The Acutians, everybody lost. And I used up all these things, and I got 15, I don't know, destroyed 2 ships though. Didn't really gain any credit, so yeah, we're gonna need to convince them to work out together a little better. Okay, so I've got positive influence with the Thraxians though, haven't I? Or are they? Thraxians! Maybe I can tell them nice things now. What does the Queen say? Thraxian Queen. I can ask them to attack another race already. I wonder if I can ask them to attack the Obscura. There, look, totally. Super cheap. Go and send ships to that planet, destroy their armadas, then send personal whatever, right? That's a super cheap deal. I wonder if the Thraxian is planning to attack the Obscura. The Andor, apparently the Andor doesn't like that, but I will gain influence with them. That seems like a good plan. Yes, let's do that. I guess the Queen is in a brooding mood. I'm not sure what that means. I can try and work on trade routes and things like that, or prioritize infrastructure. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not going to meddle in those internal affairs. Okay, so she's going to go off and put a fleet together and attack that. That's great. Meanwhile, the Burlust, you know, where's the Evox? The Evox might be dead, actually. No, they're Fergus. Now, how can I help these guys? I could gift them some technology. What do we... They want laser pistols. Let's give them that. And once I get some... Oh, I should learn some improved textbooks there. But let's hire a scientist. And now try researching improved textbooks. That'll save me a bit of time. So for 4 months I shall be learning all about textbooks. And of course you can time accelerate and watch this happen, although these people will continue to grow. 186 billion is their ground force's strength. I wonder if I mess up their environment, whether I can make things, you know, make people die or whatever. 4 solar months, the equivalent of 1 minute and 20 seconds relative time, have passed. My influence has grown. Yes, I'm now neutral, and I've helped them research and improve textbooks, and I learned about it myself. So I can head off to other races and perhaps give them it for points. What other technology can I get? Improved trade schools, metallurgy. There's all sorts of awesome, cool things here. Some of these will actually make me stronger in combat. Vibroblades, that will improve the ground combat. So you can take some of these things and you can send them over to people that actually need them. Yeah, this game, oh man, it is epic, right? It's just, there's so much to learn, so much that can happen, and I'm barely touching the surface here, barely scratching the surface. Of course you have graphs showing, well, not very much going on. Let's take a look at that. Okay, planetary quality is not really changing because I haven't done it for long enough. You know, if I want, I can just like let things happen. Oh, you know, if I really want, okay, I've researched that, but look, I can say, hey, let's go and help them build armadas, right? Because you know, having these guys with armadas. Actually, no, screw that. Let's go over and help the Burlusts, right? Build an epic armada. Oh no, let the Thraxians. Go on, let's do that. So yeah, I'm gonna assist with armada construction. And if I just let the time run forward, you can see fighting going on, more fighting at the Obscura homeworld, but even although there's invasions going on...
Then it wasn't me. There's a new virus called I-42 going around. Don't link me with any networks for a while, okay?
I like the computer. The computer is very much like female Holly from Red Dwarf. Okay, so the Andor are offering me a mission. They're saying, hey, we'd like some help to steal a cure for their whatever their problems are. Let's begin this quest. So to do this, I have to kill 4 motherships. This could be bad. And this one, I need to use the gravity lance and ballistics. Okay. Let's just keep going at that. Try to weave my way between the bullets here. 200,000 here, you know, and I'm gonna have to double back because any second now these bad guys. Oh yes, I just can't fly into these things. Oh crikey, go that way, don't fly into the build. Oh, you know what, I'm gonna use my Operation Leech to wipe out all those bullets. So yes, again, different attack patterns for different alien types, and if you learn them, then you can take advantage of them and perhaps have a not impossible time beating them. Okay, now I'm in serious trouble. Deploy Operation Shield. So, oh crikey! Yes, you see what happened there. I literally had my hull reduced to nothing in a fraction of a second. Well, end In combat, we managed to warp out just at the instant before our ship exploded. From all the damage it took, it's taken 12 months to retreat and make our repairs. No, that didn't work so well. So the Andors didn't like me. Actually, yeah, the Andors got worse, the Burles got worse, and the Thoraxians, yeah, they didn't like it either, because I failed.
They just left their planet.
Okay, and I guess I could try this as well, but that might be unfortunate. The Burlusts, well, they're gonna they've got a scientist that wants to give me some sort of technology if I accept this mission. This is just getting stronger. The population's getting bigger. Yeah. Oh, and they've taken over some planet. I wonder who died. Captured planet. The Obscura, every last Borine has either been fled or is dead. No. That's what happened because I died. The Obscura were unchecked for a whole year and the Borine met their fate. They have been obliterated. Now this is actually a good time to try and smuggle in resistance fighters. What you do is you take the pirate base. Oh, I guess there's some Borine there, so we could send them back. So what we have to do is try to get as many drop ships as possible to this location. So, oh, is there a way to help all energy resistance? Yes, all allied systems ships within range get energy resistance. Come on. I'm just gonna lay down some firepower here, and then use my special abilities to hopefully shield them. Shortwave virus, yes. If I can keep them alive. Oh darn! Yeah, that did not work at all. Once again, I died. Ah yes. So. It is possible to have a game mode, incidentally, that if you die in that, then it's game over, because you are just one ship. But the other option is that you can stay alive. Oh, now the Burlust are saying, "Hey, do you want to invade the Andors?" Oh man, this thing is just falling apart. I'm not sure it was ever together, to be honest. Okay, this is the Last Federation, and I've just played the worst 20 minutes of this game that I think I've ever played. But it's a really interesting game, and I really like what the developers have done here, and I really think that if you've not played it, you should give it a go. The DLC isn't essential. If you've already got the game, the DLC is definitely nice to have, and they're both on sale for the next few days. So yeah, check it out. It's by Arkan Games. I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.